to sit down and address you as briefly as I can. I don't want to give reason for doing it. And if I mention it's 3 months, it's not a teenage age. And I've been very busy in the last 2 years, of course. So please allow me to sit down. Hold on, allowed. Sometimes I hope I'm allowed. Because it seemed to me to be a moment of homecoming, which I've been dreaming of. I've been part of Anioma for a very long time in so many ways. I've worked and interacted and benefited from the wisdom of great Igbo sons from Anioma. The next Soviet doctor, we were in Aba and we were in Lagos, we were also here. The late Eric, we were here for Iberia. We have also publication in his name. Ambassador Uwechu, who worked with me, who was president of Ali Ohadeze. We worked closely together. 2 of us, more than anybody else, played a major role in the election of President Jonathan with the Igbo support. The late Her Majesty Anioma, we were here severally, many occasions. She was a great mother of an organization we founded for years called Ali Igbo Foundation. We got to the point because we had deep interest in the philosophy of this organization. And because the central philosophy of that organization is unity of Igbo nation. Offered us a place which we couldn't take over for the building of Igbo unity nation. Center for Igbo nation. In Anioma, when we are not around here, one of the memories we always remember is the memory of our brother. So, it is not by accident that this is happening here. It's not by accident. I think it is the God's own doing. I remember when we were here in Asaba for the celebration of the Asaba massacre. One of our young girls, a relation of the wife of the former president of Nigeria. She made a comment that the Igbos abandoned their people during the war. And worse than a broken bridge, not as so many people and leave them for slaughter of Nigerian troops. And she was saying that seated by me was our great man. She said, I said, Prof, talking about Sonal Dogu, one of the great icons of Ali, I think you know that he was responsible for arranging for Ojukwu leaving Biafra at the coast. And in fact, at the moment when everything was set for him to leave, he made sure our great son, Aaron, who is operated by instruct that he made sure he was gotten away from the airport to make it possible for Ojukwu to travel. Talking about the Igbo nation. When I visited this university in America, where 6 schools, grammar school, I looked at the wall, where they put down the great names of the benefactors. On the top line, 3 names, followed by another 12 names, followed by many more names. Who were the 3 names at the top of? That's our brother. One of them was our brother. So the other names were major international corporations. Sik and Kuma, who were placed on that university, were on the second row. We don't remember that that's our brother. Indeed, at one time, he sponsored about 500 Africans, people from African countries, to study in that university. He paid them. So also, we know there were so many things in the English. I remember his hotel where we used to have meetings. That hotel is on the back of River Niger. And we are told that that was by the same point we are going to back that day in those days. I was a member of the 1994-95 National Cultural Conference. We had an organization called Igbo Delegate Forum. SNE Igbo was there. Our brother, the publisher of this day, was also there. We called it Igbo Delegate Forum. With Igbos from Anioma area, from rivers, from Enugu, from Abia, from all the places, we all work together in the name of the Igbo nation. Talking about many more Igbo icons from this part of the country. I mentioned Sonodogu, I mentioned Aaron. Of course, I don't forget the late Asaba, who was a former economic advisor to the government of Shibuya. I don't forget Okojo, who was one of those that moved from Ibadan to the establishment of Nigeria. Don't get back to him. Don't forget the great source of value. Pride in you. What about our son? So when that lady said the people are people from the mainland Igbo abandoned our people from Anioma during the war, and so they asked me to answer her, I got up and said, first and foremost, the asaba massacre, when we found that, we used that and came here. What was uppermost in their mind was that they were coming to the home base of our brother. So, the home base of Ajubu. The brothers and sisters of Ajubu the people they were attacking. We're not attacking non-Igbo, we're attacking the Igbos. Talking about the Niger Bridge. Who broke the Niger Bridge? Who was responsible for it? Was our brother, Aaron. In order to prevent the upsurge of Nigerian partners into the Mediterranean. He didn't do it on that aspect. Anioma has been a great historical and spiritual being. Listening to recent discussions, which I regard as intellectual masturbation of people talking about Anioma people, the Igbo speaking of Igbos. That. The Igbo nation is one of the most formidable nations in the world. Igbo people. If you read the book by Sister Katrina Cholomu, which shows that even before the white people got to America, the Igbos were there. Which shows that the traces of Igbo language in all languages of the world. Chinese language, we have many Igbo languages, Igbo words. Japanese language, English language. So the Igbos have been there, a great nation. We don't forget the testimony of the author of Ife. That indeed the original inhabitants of Ife were Igbos. In fact, the most sacred shrine in Ife today is an Igbo shrine. So we need to have to be proud of our people, our nation. During the Cultural Conference of 1994-95, we did work for Anioma State. We did fight for it. Anioma is a nature man. I want to go into the question and appeal to our city president, who is the symbol of Igbo today. Let us visit the dreams of Her Majesty Anioma of building an Igbo National Unity Hall in Anioma. I hope to visit the family. Anioma is the most focal, the most symbolic, the most historically relevant part of Anioma. So it's a joy when I told me this event was taking place. And I remember our brother, Senator Edward. I know the fight and wait. And I called him. He answered and mentioned my name like that. I said, do you remember? I said, we are coming for this event here. And they assured me he was going to be here. We found out what this is by appeal to you, appeal to everybody. You know, we should support the dream of this organization. Get the Igbo people united and become the powerful force we are. I'd like to stop so far because I believe there'll be more time for us to sit down and discuss about how to move this dream of Igbo unity forward. Thank you very much.